Well, I think I found a schedule that works pretty good for me so far, so I think we'll just continue hopping along. Hop, hop, hop. An event. It's nice sometimes to just relax in the common room with a book. Sally's here reading too.
Don't mind me, ladies. Gotta get some stuff out to my van. I'll just be back and forth a couple times.
No problem. Sally looks out after him as he goes to the van. I can't help but wonder about it too.
So, have you ever heard his band?
No, not his actual band. He did give me a private performance once, but, you know.
Yeah, me neither. Hey, we should see if we can go along.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. I've never had the chance to see a real band practicing before. I don't know if we should intrude, though. Maybe we should just let it go.
Where's the fun in that? Come on, put your stuff away and we'll just ask. No harm in asking.
Max comes in and out a few more times while we clean up our things.
Okay, that's about it. I'm out, ladies. Make sure Dominic knows not to call the cops if I get home late, okay?
Actually, Max, we had an idea.
Would you mind if we came along with you? We've never seen a band practicing like this before. We thought it would be nice.
Hey, listen, the guys are always happy to show off for a beautiful lady, so I'm fine if you two want to show up. Does one of you have a car you can follow in?
I don't actually own a car. This town's pretty well laid out for college students. Honestly, I only know a few people who even have cars. I think Dominic has one for going to meetings.
I know I don't have a car.
Well, crap, that's a problem, 'cause I went... Oh, there we go. That's a problem. But I went back, and now it's fine. But the other problem is, I only have enough room in the van for one.
Aw, we hadn't thought of that.
Yeah, that sucks. How will we decide who goes?
I don't know, is naked mud wrestling off the table? Hey.
Stop that, Max. I love that line.
What do you think, Anne?
I don't know if I want to hurt Sally's feelings by insisting. I mean, I'm pretty interested. Still, I could always back out once I start. Well, I'll play the event, but I won't go.
Hey, shouldn't I get a say in this?
No, you'll disrupt the harmony. We were having a nice time reading here until you came down with your exciting opportunities and disrupted the balance.
What?
I think I'll leave it up to you, Anne.
Sally leans in to whisper to me.
I didn't want to freak you out, but I did an aura reading the other week. You came out very balanced. I think you'd make a good judge.
I don't know about all that, but, I guess. You go, girl. I guess you should go, Sally. I don't want to get too much points with this guy, 'cause I'm kind of going after Rakesh. You know how it is. I think you'd have the most fun as well. Plus, someone needs to stay and let Dominic know about you both getting back late, right?
Are you sure?
Yes, definitely. Go, have a good time.
Aw, thanks, Anne.
Max almost looks disappointed, but he shrugs anyway.
Well, now that we've got that settled, let's go, or I'm gonna be late.
See you later, Anne.
Yeah, take it easy, cutie.
Wait, is your whole band like you?
Nah, they're way worse. Come on.
The two leave the building, bickering rather cutely. I pick my things back up and go back to my nice time studying on the couch. It's some me time. Oh boy.
This will not stand. Do you hear me?
I guess someone's upset Dominic again. I wish that was less common around here. I wonder what happened this time. I poke my head around the corner to see Dominic yelling at Isabella and Rakesh.
What is this crap? You've all known about the inspection tomorrow for 2 weeks now. Am I just talking to myself at our meetings? To be honest, yes.
I agree that you may be speaking more to yourself than us.
Will you two shut up and clean this travesty?
Hey, I had things to do tonight. But we worked so hard to arrange the room properly.
Isabella, your plans are cancelled, effective immediately. Rakesh, you'll be damn lucky if I can convince them that all the paint around here is for an art class. This is all beside the point. Mouths shut. Commence cleaning.
Wow, I've never seen Dominic this mad before. He did warn us about the dorm inspection happening early morning tomorrow. Even Max managed to shove all his stuff into his closet. I'm not sure what kept Isabella. I guess I could offer to help them clean. Though they'd probably just think I was being a busybody. Maybe I should just stay out of it. No, we gotta help Rakesh this time. He was so disappointed last time. No, I'm just being helpful. Need help?
They need all the help they can get.
Well, I don't mind lending a hand. Looking more closely at what Dominic had been yelling about, it looks like a giant shrine has been built in the study nook. All of the study books are strewn around, some with candles on them. Set above everything else on a stack of books is a blown-up picture of Dominic with the dorm rules stapled to it. It's really a very elaborate shrine. Test papers are strewn about along with colorful streamers and banners that say, "Keep your grades up!" It's incredibly messy, but it must have taken them a while to do.
Do you see this? The mess they've made.
Isabella is laughing behind a hand. I have to admit, it's a little funny.
Yeah. Look, I've gotta go over the rest of this place. You guys just get this damn room clean.
Isabella said he would appreciate it. Oh, Rakesh.
I know, right? Who listens to me?
Come on, guys, let's get this cleaned up. We don't want the housing authority to kick us out or something. With 3 of us there, it's not really the most daunting task. Once all the candles are out, we got everything stripped down. Finally, it's just the 5 garbage bags of things to go out, and the giant stack of all the books. It's probably going to take another hour just to get all the books put away in their proper place. Looks like we've just about done it. Just the books and the trash. Rakesh, you take the trash. Isabella, you put the books away.
That seems fair. Who will you help, Anne?
I was just gonna go to bed, but I guess I gotta help one of you guys. I feel so bad leaving Isabella to the books for an hour. Hooray, we got more points than Max, finally. I'll help out Rakesh.
What? And leave me with all this to myself? That is so not fair.
Come on, Isabella, you helped make the mess, do your part to clean it up. She's not impressed. Isabella grumbles, but Rakesh and I grab out the trash bags and get them to the door, out the door. It's a bit awkward for me trying to carry the giant picture and my share of the trash bags. I'm a little slow. Rakesh waits for me, though, and makes sure nothing drops.
Thank you very much, Anne. You did not have to help us, you know.
Oh, I know, but I thought it would be the nice thing to do.
Yes, it was definitely a very nice thing to do for us. I appreciate it greatly.
Rakesh puts a hand on my shoulder, giving me a wide grin.
You have done much for me, friend. And I think this time you have saved me from a great deal of trouble.
Only this time. Well, that's what friends are for. I can feel myself blushing a little.
That is very true. I will work to repay the favor someday.
Oh, that isn't necessary.
Of course it is.
We argue good-naturedly about it for a bit before going back in to help Isabella finish off the last of the books. Okay, that's good. We did help her. I think we cleaned up pretty well. Good on us. Then I studied. Went to bed just in time. Today is the day. Which day? Oh, that day. I've been waiting for the book sale down at the university store ever since I saw the flyer 2 weeks ago. This is going to be a fantastic sale. I'd be stupid not to take advantage. I've even got my extra-large reusable shopping bags. Oh yeah. Unfortunately, I've been too busy to learn the bus routes yet. Hopefully Dominic will know. Luckily, he's at the dining room table. Do you know which bus goes by the downtown bookstore, Dominic?
What? The 27, I think. Why?
Yeah, what's up at the bookstore?
Oh, Max, I didn't see you there. Big sale today. Great chance to pick up books on the cheap. Thanks for the info. I head for the door to hopefully get to the bus stop in time.
Anne, wait!
Yes?
Seriously, it's okay, I've got a car. I can take you. It's got to be better than lugging your belongings on a bus.
Yeah, I've got a van. It's not a big deal to take you down. Plenty of room in the back for all the books you can carry.
Or you could go with someone who might actually appreciate the books you're looking at.
Or you could take a ride with someone who hasn't named the stick up their ass because they're thinking of introducing it to their parents.
Oh, it's really not a big deal. I'm fine with taking the bus, really.
And please, we're your friends. Let me give you a ride, it's fine.
I agree. Let me give you a ride down. It'll be great.
I don't know if they're fighting over me or just fighting each other. Either way, I do have to admit it would be a whole lot easier to deal with my books in a car. Are you sure it's not an inconvenience?
Definitely not.
Now that I know about the sale, I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, I won't lie. It's nice having boys throw themselves at me. I'd feel bad about taking advantage of it, but, I mean, they're so insistent and all. And it is more convenient. I guess I should go with one of them. But which one? Well, I gotta make it up to Dominic, because I lost so many points with him. I got no points. Gotta change that. Well, okay, Dominic, since you insist.
Excellent. Let me bring my car around and we'll head out.
Max looks a little disappointed, but I think it might be more because he lost to Dominic than anything else. He shrugs and goes back into the kitchen. I wave goodbye anyway and head out to meet up with Dominic.
So what are you looking to buy?
Well, obviously I've got all my books for this quarter, but I'm thinking of getting myself set up for next quarter.
I knew you were a good planner, Anne. That's a really good idea. Like I said, now that I know about the sale, there are some books I'm looking forward to grabbing myself.
We chat about the differences in our course loads. Dominic's got a lot of really heavy classes, being on track to his master's degree. Once we get to the bookstore, we both go into shopping mode. Dominic's almost as into it as I am. Both of us hunt through the store looking for good deals on good books.
Ooh, this'll be a big help for you next quarter if you have Professor Tillman.
Excellent. Oh, is this the book you needed for your abstract algebra?
Perfect.
Dominic and I make our way through the crowded store with efficient ease. Now that we know more about each other's curriculum goals, it's easy to be on the lookout for books the other needs. We actually talk very little, except to tell each other about a book we found. Before I know it, we're back in the car on our way back home. My 3 bags are full, and Dominic's picked up a bag of his own. Thanks for bringing me, Dominic. That was really efficient. I think we picked that place clean in record time.
It was my pleasure, Anne. I think you're definitely going to be set for the coming quarter, and probably the next several quarters at that.
Definitely. I had fun, Dominic.
Oh yeah, I did too. I'm glad you told me about this, Anne. We'll have to do something like this again sometime.
Definitely. Well, he definitely seems pleased, though I think he's more pleased that I'm being such a good student than anything else. Ah, well, who cares? I got a ton of new books to go through, and I didn't break the bank at the sale, so bonus. Do-do-do-do. And we're sleeping and working and... Oh, it's Halloween already. All Hallows Eve. Definitely need water for that event, my goodness. Wow. I can't believe it's already Halloween. It's true. Come here so fast. I've been so busy with classes I've barely had time to even think about Halloween. Isabella told me about this party 2 weeks ago, but I hadn't even thought about it until a couple days ago.
Hey, Anne, are you ready yet? Come on, we've got to get there by 8.
I can't do it.
What? Come on, Anne, what's the problem?
I just don't know if I can... How can I?
What happened?
I didn't get to the costume store until last night. This is all they had left. I can't wear this. Isabella looks at the costume hanging on a hook from my closet and just laughs.
Oh, honey, you have to wear that. I mean, you have to.
No way. You can't ask me to do that.
Come on, how are you going to break out of that shell if you never put yourself out there? Trust me, you want an ass breaker? That costume will break the ice and their brains. They see you in that, they'll be putty in your hands.
I can't.
Look, I don't have time to argue with you, hon. You should do it. Meanwhile, I'm gonna call Chad and let him know I'm on my way. I'm out in 5 minutes, so don't be late, okay?
Isabella leaves, dialing her cell phone. I can't believe I waited until the last minute to pick out an outfit. I don't know if I can stand being seen like this. And Isabella's teasing me already, saying I'll have people being putty in my hands. I guess I might look okay-ish in it. I just don't know. No! I'm sick of always being the shrinking violet. It's Halloween, the one night of the year you can be someone you're not, and I'm not going to miss this opportunity. Nobody's forcing me to go out. Going out of my own will is a good step. Of course I say that, but I still get dressed as quickly as possible before I have time to chicken out. It's the best way to do it. A few rush moments later, I'm standing in front of the house with Isabella. Hey.
Oh, that looks exactly as good as I imagined it would. You definitely do that costume justice, girl.
Stop, yours looks way better than mine. I got mine at the last minute.
Oh no, hon, trust me. Tonight we won't be letting anything stop us. Between the two of us, I'll be surprised if they don't knock the house down trying to get with us.
Oh, good?
Very good. Now if only the others would show up, we could get going. As called, I am here. Oh, you dog, you. No, wolf, Isabella. I am a wolf. It's a saying, Rakesh.
Your fur is so luxurious, Rakesh. Where did you get that outfit?
I don't think I should say. People look down on scavenging, yes?
Yeah, you probably shouldn't tell us then. What about Max? This is his kind of thing, right?
Wow, I can't believe you're still in denial, Anne. That is very strange of you, Anne. Very disrespectful.
What? What are you talking about?
I mean, I know Max only just died Friday in that accident downtown, but you should still know better.
What are you... What? He didn't. I thought I saw him. I mean, he's still alive.
Look, we're all devastated, Anne. That's no excuse for being rude. I'm trying to take you to a party for some fun. We need to get our minds off this tragedy.
This is crazy. Max can't be dead. I just saw him on Thursday.
I can see this won't be resolved until I help you move past this. Fine. As an undead creature of the night, I know a few things about the dead.
Wait, you're a what?
Hush now, Anne. Thank you, Rakesh. You slaughtered the goat earlier, right? Of course.
You what?
Karakash, Verlitium, Magarash, Bardilium, Magradans, Purgadion. It is done. I hope you're happy with yourself, Anne.
Happy with what? How can Max be dead?
Well, I suppose he's not technically as dead anymore.
What?
Isn't that right, Max?
Suddenly I feel arms around my waist. Brains. Ah! 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 And stop! Ah! 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 Everyone is laughing at me as I punch Max in the stomach and stomp on his foot. You survived the apocalypse, girl, though. You awesome.
Stop! Stop, it's fine.
I know it's fine. You guys are terrible. I can't believe you. Is everyone else dead too? I'll put them back in the grave they came from. Bring it on.
So worth it.
You guys are mean. I'm gonna drink some water because that screaming hurt my throat. Oh yeah. Right there. Right there.
This is it. Dominic's hanging back to hand out candy if anybody comes by. Sally's going to hand out pamphlets on where to compost your pumpkins. The girl knows how to party.
Then let's get going. I can't believe they tried to play a trick like that on me. They were really starting to freak me out. I guess it's all in good fun. Together we make our way down to the party site. Another house on campus. That's really well decorated, by the way. 10 minutes later, just in time, We're staring at an incredibly well-decorated house. Told you. Whoever did the decorating really went all out. The whole place is covered in cobwebs. I can even see some cutouts that look like ghosts in some of the windows. Question marks all around. Welcome to you, our most esteemed guests of honor. I presume you are the inspectors we sent for. Huh? You may call me Butler. We rang the constables to solve the ghastly murder in our quaint dormitory. I thought you were they. No? Well, please come in. I look at the other roomies, who all appear to be just as confused as I am. I don't know why he's talking that way, but he enters through the front door and gestures for us to enter as well.
I heard it was a theme party. I didn't know it was going to be like this.
Wow, I've heard of murder mystery parties. This could be a lot of fun. This way, please. Do mind the corpse.
Mind the...
Before Rakesh can finish, we've all entered and are staring at the bloody corpse in the middle of the hall. There are about 10 other people here with us. Some of the others are talking amongst themselves about the body. It's actually really well done. It looks very believable. Poor Mr. Boddy. He owns this building. Well, owned. He donated a rather large sum to the college, apparently on behalf of a student he had a particular fondness for. Actually, it's rather odd, but he had been filling out these cards when he sent me out. They have your names on them. Butler hands everyone in the room a card with their name on it.
So that's why we had to RSVP for this thing.
I open my card, and inside it just says, "You are Mr. Boddy's #1 salesperson. You are innocent, but the murderer is out there. At 7 o'clock, you are refueling your vehicle."
Hey, what did you guys get?
The others open theirs and peer at them for a moment. Please do not discuss the contents of your letter until the constables arrive. We wouldn't want anyone to tamper with the evidence. While we wait, please avail yourselves of the amenities. There is a kitchen down the hall. The study is that way, and the sitting room is through that door. I expect there may be clues about. I'm sure you'll discover something along the way.
So, what's going on?
Looks like you're on the case, hot stuff. Time to figure out who murdered this poor sap. The game is afoot, as it were.
It's elementary, my dear Rakesh. Oh, this will be so much fun.
Well, I think I know what I'd like to investigate.
Down, dead boy. It appears we must solve this dreadful crime.
Who doesn't love a good mystery?
You are way too into this, hun.
This might be pretty cool.
I think I'm gonna go see what I can find in the study. Butler, is there food in the kitchen?
Indubitably.
I shall take that as yes and go to feed myself.
I think I'm just gonna get off my feet in the sitting room.
You're terrible, Max. I'm gonna search this room for clues. I'm a detective.
Come find me in the kitchen. I will make something for both of us.
Yes, I'll be along to confer with you all later. While we were making our plans, so was everyone else. Soon enough, the crowd disperses. Only the butler is left. So, Butler. Any rules I should know? Well, I shouldn't break character, but everything you need to know is in this building, and I can tell you that I didn't do it. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, I'll be in character too. What exactly happened, Butler? I'm afraid I don't know much. Feel free to look over the body for clues. I'll answer your questions as you like. Perfect. I'll begin my investigations immediately. No evildoer will escape my trap. The only question now is where to start. Clearly, there are 4 rooms to visit if I include the main hall here. There are probably clues in each of them, not to mention my friends. I guess I just have to figure out which one to visit first. Visit the one we're already in. Time to investigate the main hall. After all, there is a body here to look into. I look around the room just to get my bearings. There are some stairs going up here, though that seems to be out of bounds for the game. The main entrance is here too. The butler appears to have gone back outside to wait for the police. The body lies before me. Whoever did it up did an awesome job. It almost looks like a real person. A real person who's had the back of their skull caved in. The body is wearing a very nice 3-piece suit that's been treated very roughly. Whoever got to him must have had a fight on their hands. There are holes and tears all over. The man was also clearly quite well-to-do. A gold watch peeks out from under one of his sleeves. I almost don't want to touch the body, the effects are so real. If you need to search for clues here, ma'am, feel free.
Thank you, Butler.
Well, I guess that's as much of a push as I'm going to get. I take a look at the watch on his wrist. It's definitely seen better times. The strap is nearly broken off, and the face is definitely broken. A little blood has gotten onto it, on the strap and on the knob on the side. The watch hands have stopped moving, stuck pointing at 7. I decide to go through the pockets of his jacket as well. After a few moments of rifling around, my hand grasps something. It appears to be a last will. Unfortunately, it's covered in blood, and I can't really make out what its terms are. What I can tell is that it hasn't been signed. There's a note at the top indicating that the latest revisions have yet to be reviewed. There doesn't appear to be anything else of note on this body. Wait, the will? Wasn't that... Didn't I get that before and Max committed the murder? I wonder if I can just skip talking to everybody again if it's the same stuff. Well, Butler, I think it's time you told me what you know. Exactly what happened here. Very well. Here is the sordid tale. I was here when the master returned from work at 6 in the evening. He was certainly planning on throwing a costume party tonight. All of the invitations to you were sent off ages ago. At 6:55, the master noticed that we were dreadfully short of port for the evening. He immediately sent me to acquire more for the night. Obviously, I don't really know what happened while I was gone. I arrived back from the shops at 7:30. I entered to find the hideous scene you see before you. I called the police, of course, but then you all began arriving and... well, you know where we got from there. Did you hear any strange noises when you were leaving? Any sign of struggle? If we assume his watch broke at the time of assault, it wasn't long after you left. No, I don't recall hearing anything unusual as I left. It was actually very quiet. And there was nobody here when you got back. No, I checked all the rooms and nobody was about. Are there any other entrances or exits? There is a back entrance, but it was still locked when I checked it. All right, well, thank you, Butler. Of course, ma'am. I think that's all I'm going to get out of this place for now. Well, that was certainly a good place to start. Question is, where next? Where next, indeed? Should I go straight? I wonder if I should just go straight to the sitting room. I wonder... well, I've got to go talk to our boo first. I think it's time to visit the kitchen. Maybe I can catch up with Rakesh. I wander down the hall into what looks like a little break room. There's a refrigerator and a microwave in here. There's even one of those little electric grills plugged in. I see Rakesh applying peanut butter to some bread slices at the counter next to the refrigerator. Digging around inside the fridge, I see a girl I don't know yet. Let me know when you find the jelly, Roxanne. Yes, I'm looking. I don't know if they have any. How did you talk me into this, anyway? Because I make an excellent sandwich. Hey, Rakesh. Whoops. Don't need that. Hey, Rakesh. Ah, Anne. Welcome. I will get more bread. What is a kitchen without snacks, Who's your new friend? This is Roxanne. Apparently she was staying here in the building to sort out some of her affairs. Oh, and what affairs would those be, Miss Roxanne? That unfortunate murder case in the Great Hall is my father. He called me here under some pretense of having something to tell me. It was apparently going to be something about his new lover. Honestly, if he weren't paying my way through college, I wouldn't have listened to anything that old bag had to say. He was quite well-to-do? And how did you fit into his plans, if you don't mind me asking, miss? Hopefully I didn't fit into them at all. He was a terrible person, a womanizer and philanderer. You still took his money to attend school, however. Have you seen the interest rates on student loans? Sure, I did what I had to, but... I hated that man. I hated him to his bones. I won't deny it. I've got nothing to hide. Roxanne slams a jar of jelly on the counter next to Rakesh and storms out of the room. Rakesh finishes making the sandwiches and hands me one. Thank you. Well, Rakesh, what's your story? Sorry, shouldn't talk with my mouth full. Did you know the man in there? Ah, yes, well, as to my story. I'm not sure if you ever saw me around the office. I was Mr. Boddy's bodyguard. He did not feel I was necessary when he was at his own office. Still, I saw you a time or two.
He was your boss as well, eh? Did you two get along all right?
Oh, yes. He was a very strict boss.
You didn't like him.
Oh, that's not true at all. Well, maybe a little true. I was not fond of him, but one does not need to be fond of one's employer to remain employed, is that correct?
I suppose that's true, but surely you could have found somewhere else to work.
Mr. Boddy was very persuasive.
You don't sound like a loyal employee.
Perish the thought. At any rate, I did not have anything to do with the terrible crime out there tonight, that is for certain.
So where were you around 7 tonight?
What time was that? An hour before we got here? I was just finishing up with an art class. I was doing a bit of life modeling.
I didn't know you did that.
Well, art is a bit of a side passion of mine.
We both chuckle at that.
Mr. Boddy said that he wouldn't need me tonight, so I took the opportunity.
Just one last thing, Rakesh. Can you take a look at this for me? I hand the will to Rakesh, who opens it up and makes a face with the blood all over it.
He had said something about needing to do something with his will. Apparently, Roxanne had been quite a bit on his mind lately when thinking about the fate of his company. She's a very smart girl, actually. Not like her older sister.
Okay, well, thank you, Rakesh. Make sure to find me if you think of anything else.
Most definitely. Thank you, Anne.
I think there was definitely more to Rakesh's relationship with Mr. Boddy than he's saying, but I'll have to figure it out as I go. As I return to the main hall, I pass by a couple of the other guests in this murder mystery. I hear a quick snippet of their conversation.
I hear Boddy's daughter married some worthless mooch who's bled her wallet dry.
Once a mooch gets started, it's usually pretty hard to let go. Well, that's one room down. Now where to go next? So now I can get... It sounds like the same thing I went through with Max. So I'm wondering if I'm just going to save just in case I can't... I can only accuse those that I've spoken to. But let's gather the suspects and see if we can accuse Max. I just want to see if that's an actual thing. Otherwise, I'll come back. Butler, gather the people. I think it's time we close this case. Very well, madam. The butler runs around, gathering up the other suspects in this little mystery. Tonight, someone in this room committed a heinous crime. Someone who thinks they've gotten away with it. Unfortunately for that person, I happen to show up. I've yet to meet a mystery I couldn't solve and a perp I couldn't finger. Isabella sniggers behind her hand. I try not to blush. She's really quite terrible. And that's why I've brought you all here before the scene of the crime. Because it's now quite obvious who the killer is.
Who?
Easy, Rakesh. If I want to get points with Max, though, I gotta lie. Don't think he would be impressed if I called him out. I take a look at Max as the people in the room wait for me. He gives me a smile and a wink. It's not difficult to see. An elaborate party. A bunch of invitations with pre-written messages. A convenient excuse that would seem to put them out of the house at the time of the murder. The murderer is clearly the biggest liar here at this party for liars. The one pulling the wool over our eyes from the very start. The butler. After all, can anyone corroborate where you were when you say you were out for supplies? You probably did leave, only you did it after killing Mr. Boddy. What? Well, I never. I didn't do anything. Tell it to the cops, chump. The other players immediately swarm the butler, asking questions and accusing him. Max makes his way out of the crowd and stands next to me.
You think it's me, don't you?
Well...
Oh, don't get me wrong, you're totally right. How'd you get me? You didn't even talk to me.
Well, in another life, we did have this discussion, and I remember that you didn't know about the new will. If you had, you never would have gone after him. Some of your reactions then sealed the deal.
That's pretty flimsy.
Oh, I could have gotten you to confess. I'm a hard-boiled detective, remember?
Haha, that you are. Give me them points.
Either way, it's nice to see that you've got my back when the chips are down.
I'm surprised I did it. I was looking forward to solving the case and being right.
Hey, I know you were right, and I'll spread the word after this if you want.
Nah, it's enough that you know I figured you out. Let that be a lesson to you now.
Oh, I'll definitely remember this.
Finally, the butler frees himself from the crowd, dusting himself off. He looks at me. I'm sorry, Anne, but you are incorrect. And unfortunately, that's all the time we have. I want to thank you all for coming out for the Alpha Theta Rho Fraternity's Murder Mystery Evening. That's quite a mouthful. And if you'd like, please feel free to join us for a party proper at our house. Woo! Everyone claps loudly for the butler, who takes a bow. People start heading out the door. Us roomies gather in the lot. I can't believe how much fun that was. Did you see me in there?
Definitely. Clearly you need to channel some of that all the time, man.
Oh yeah, you were definitely working it.
She wasn't the only one.
Well hey, if you got it, flaunt it. Though I can't believe they made me the other woman for some skeezy old businessman.
Well, if the shoe fits.
Watch it, jackass!
Everyone laughs as Isabella threatens to bite Max, chasing him around the lot.
That was a lot of fun, to pretend to be someone else for an evening. I suppose that is what Halloween is all about, yes?
I suppose that's very true, Rakesh. Nice work.
Well, now that I'm done with pretending to be a sexy office worker, I think it's time to pretend to be a drunken vampire who wants to go get some research material.
Here, here.
Are you really just going to pretend to be drunk? Everyone just stares at Rakesh for a moment before we all head off laughing to the frat house. Oh, Rakesh, you're so funny. And we're done. Man, that Halloween event took out more from me than usual, but oh well, it was still fun to do.